The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
For a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies.
That he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now Tua going to change the play.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of run. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tua to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Purdy off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A loss of 6.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 8.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lamore. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Down the sideline he goes. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Motion to the left with Jennings. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school? That possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 77 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8.
14, 49ers 6. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He got pretty darn close to a 3-digit interception return for a touchdown.
And what we learn on plays like that, it's just how far it is from end zone to end zone. That's a long way to go, isn't it? He gave a valiant effort trying to get there, but a great job staying with it in pursuit and running him down before he could get there for a touchdown.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Mostert.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They motion the running back out left. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now Purdy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just call the running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing, is going for it in the passing game.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
The kick
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Down the right sideline. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. 59 yards. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Moody.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team And let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just me.
There he goes, right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Dolphins 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on